rolling.
Shalom, shalom. We're the brothers of the Great Millstone, the Chicago branch with our honored guest, the Elder Big Gads, flying from up top.
Shalom.
And we got brothers from Gary. We got brothers from Cleveland. We got a lot of brothers from different camps that are in Chicago right now. And Iowa, we got the Iowa brothers here. But first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakodash.
Double honors unto all the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all our fellow laborers. You know, to the Israelite foreigners that are scattered, that are listening and learning. To those very few Akwaf that are listening and learning. To you, we say shalom, and we're gonna hand over the floor to the elder and follow his lead.
Just want to start off with the scripture, Nahum 3:1. Right. Somebody can get that for me?
I got it. This is Nahum 3 and verse 1. And it reads, "Woe to the bloody city."
Yeah, woe to the bloody city. Now the reason why it says woe to the bloody city is because the blood of the saints have been shed here in America, man. And that city represents America. All right? So it says woe. Woe means destruction to the bloody city. All right? So what's coming to the bloody city, which is America, aka Babylon. Okay? Now in the Hebrew, it's Babal, which means confusion. All right? Now America is in what? In a state of confusion right now, man. Okay? You have the Egyptians fighting against the Egyptians. Okay? With this whole, you know, the magic juice, with the MOTV. All right? With the Republicans, with the Democrats. Okay? All right? So that's the confusion that America is in now, man. All right? Look at the financial crisis that's going on here in America. Look at the LGBT community. All right? It's nothing but confusion. So America is the daughter of Babylon. America follows the ways of Babylon, man. All right? They worship the sun, which goes back into Babylon. Okay? What else do they worship? They worship the gods and the goddesses of the ancient Babylonians. They celebrate Christmas here, which goes back into Babylon. Okay? So America is the spiritual America is the daughter of Babylon. America is the spiritual Egypt. Because we came here, what? As a nation, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and cargo slave ships. Okay? We're not the nation of Israel and Egypt as slaves under the Egyptians. Who's the modern day Egyptians now? The so-called white men, all right? Here in America. America is the spiritual Egypt because they deal with all the gods and goddesses of the ancient Egyptians. You got the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. You got the obelisk down there in Washington, D.C., okay? Which goes back into Egypt. You got Cleopatra's Needle in Central Park, okay? All right? That goes back into Egypt. Came straight from Egypt. Yep, the all-seeing eye, okay?
Cities
like the elder. Huh?
Cities too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Memphis. That's right. There you go. So all the signs prove that America is a spiritual Egypt. Okay? And America is also the spiritual Sodom. All right? We know why. The LGBT community, man. All right? So this place was destined for destruction. All right? So it says, woe to the bloody city. Go ahead.
It is full of lies and robbery.
It is full of lies and robbery. Okay? What's one of the major lies that they got out right now in 2021? The magic juice. All right? That's one of the major lies they got out here, man. All right? If you do that, then you'll be safe. All right? What's one of the other major lies they got out here? That America is what? Going to be risen up again. It's going to be great again. That's another major lie that's going on, man. What's some more of the lies that's going on? That you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're just a bunch of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That you're not the Israelites. Okay, that them guys that walk around that call themselves Jews, that they're the real Jews, and you just a bunch of African Americans, man, a bunch of Mexicans. All right. What's another major lie that they got out here, man? That the Lord is a so-called white man. Okay. So it's full of lies and robbery. How was America gotten? How was America created? By robbery. Robbery of who? Of the North American Indians, which is the tribe of Gad. From the Mexican Indians, which is the tribe of Issachar. Okay? All right? So this place is full of lies and robbery, man. Go ahead.
The prey departeth not.
Yeah, the prey departeth not. Who's the prey? The prey is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You're the prey to who? To the so-called white man, which is Esau, according to the Bible. All right? The prey doesn't depart, man. All right? Go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna make a quick point that even though it was like a nigger movie and it was like super bullshit that that black culture, that's the smartest thing they said in that movie, Menace to Society. The dude who played Rock, remember he pulled his son. He said, "You don't get it."
Hutton.
Yeah, he pulled his son. He said, "You don't get it, man." He had all his friends in the room. He said, "The hunt is on, and you're the prey.
Yeah,
you're the prey."
That's right.
And they put that right in that movie, just backing up what the elder said.
That's right. That's right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're the prey to Esau, which is magic juice. And one thing that the apostle, the apostle Tahad, apostle Aramla brought out at camp last week. When you deal with the Monsanto, okay, you know that's a major corporation, all right, that deals with the farming, all right. Now what they'll do is they'll have a truck full of their genetically modified seeds, all right, and they'll drive by a farm, right, on a truck filled with bags of their seeds. Now the Monsanto seeds are full on that farm, so they'll go back and say, "Oh yeah, well, we own your farm now because our seeds is on your farm."
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with the magic juice, because they patented it, okay? So if you go and take the magic juice, right, then now they own you, okay? Just like how they can own the farms by the genetically modified seeds, man. So that magic juice is patented, man. So once they put that in you, they say now we own you. Just like with the MOTB, all right, which is the mark of the beast, according to the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse. That's the all. When you go back into the law, statutes, and commandments, man, that's the new all. Okay, by you taking the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, what you're saying is that you're saying that the so-called white man is your master. All right, and we are not to take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, man. Why? Because Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai said that he's gonna have them not take that RFID chip when that time comes, man. He said the Lord thee will keep thee from the hour of temptation. What's the hour of temptation? The mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay, all right.
Can I say
Yeah, come, brother. You got it.
Two things. That and as a matter of fact, Monsanto got its start as a weapons of war.
Right.
That Agent Orange which did so much damage to so many Vietnam veterans and so many people in Vietnam. You got people in Vietnam still being born to this day with birth defects because of Agent Orange, right? And Agent Orange was a weapon that they used against the Vietnamese, but it also messed up a lot of American soldiers. A lot of American soldiers came home with their DNA and they passed it on to their children, right? And then Revelation, I think it's 16 and 2. You know, anybody who takes Esau's magic juice or anything dealing with the MOTB, they're gonna get that sword, that grievous sword. Somebody can grab that real quick.
Yeah.
Let's look up Revelation, chapter 16. I start at 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, "Go your ways, and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth." And the first wick and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had taken the mark of the beast.
Yep, and that's already kind of happening. Is just that it's being suppressed by the mainstream.
Right. No, you got it. Right.
So I was gonna finish you.
Oh, no, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's it on that. Go ahead, brother.
This is Revelation 13 and 16, just to back the elders up. It said, and he calls it, Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Yep, and I just saw a video, all right, before I came to camp. I just watched like it's like a 16-second video on TikTok. I watched it on YouTube. That's what I mean by TikTok is invading YouTube. There's probably more TikTok videos on YouTube than other videos.
Yeah.
All right, they're invading because they got them short, 10-second, 30-second, long videos. But basically, the guy just came right out and said that we're about to take away your ability to be able to feed yourselves if you do not take this, the magic waters. If you don't take it, and then right before that, I watched the Capo's video. And you went in on the Dabu 7, which you can go ahead and speak on. With the food shortages, that's clearly showing itself right about now.
That's right.
Right? Because even Walmart is now selling week survival kits, three day survival packets, and things of that nature. Buckets of 6 months worth of food. Now they selling package deals like that now. In the Sam's Club too. Right. Because Sam's Club is owned by Walmart, right? Same people. There you go. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, brother. Basically, what else? But basically, there's a whole log jam that's being started with the freight and the cargo. All the shit, your water, your food, your supplies, everything you need is being log jammed. There's hundreds of ships just floating in the ocean right now.
And explain to them what you mean by log jam. Some people may not get that.
Basically, they're intentionally being kept from coming to port.
Can I give a more layman term? All right, you ever seen beavers build a dam? And how they chop down trees and then all them logs get into the water and it blocks the water from going through? That's in layman terms, that's exactly what they're saying. And that's how you block the water and then you build up the dam and you hold the waters back.
Yeah, and that's what's happening with these ships. And all this cargo, all this freight, from all around the world, and these are the freight, the items that are on these ships that are not making it to port. This is the shit that goes in your neighborhood Walmarts, your grocery stores, and what have you. So now, when I was in Indiana, which is a red state, I went to the water section. There's no fucking water. There's none. Not even the bullshit water. Not even the 0-calorie flavored water that no one
Purified.
None of that shit is there, man. It's bare. You look at the pop section, it's full. Arizona iced tea, Kool-Aid, all that shit's there, but there's no water. And so now they're starting to ration how much water you can take.
Can I lay back on you? All right, and give it right back to you. Yasharal and I the other day was having a conversation about shortages on tortillas. Now I like tacos, and I got a spot that I go to all the time to make them like I want them. They don't put all the salt and all that extra shit in it. They make it just like I want it. All right. A day after we had that conversation, I go to my spot. Traditionally, tacos are served on 2 tortillas.
Yep.
They're not serving their tacos on 1 tortilla. And you don't understand how big that is, especially within the Mexican community. There's an Issacharite community. There's a certain way you make tacos. And you don't make a taco with one taco. It's always or 1 tortilla. It's always 2. And they're selling their tacos now with 1 tortilla, but for the same price.
Right. I'm going to go back to the scripture. This is Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care. Ooh. And they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. Ooh. Okay? Verse 17, that they may want bread and water and be astonished one with another and consume away for their iniquity.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Speak.
I know. I was gonna say, if you watch that movie in the 90s, I always bring it out. Tank Girl with Ice-T, where it was like kangaroos and shit. They showed you how that Edomite fella was rationalized the water, and he took the world's water supply in that time, and he weaponized it. And also, simultaneously, they were running an underground. The only form of entertainment was a fucking pedophile ring for the elites, and they was all up in there. They had the little girls, like 2 or 3 10-year-old girls, get on stage, make them up like that, and that was their entertainment. But they got all their power of weaponizing the water to the people, and then you had, you know, everybody else's roads and shit started, you know, and going, breaking in, dying, killing to get a piece of that water supply, you know. And it shows you that.
And things like that are always orchestrated by Esau.
No doubt.
Yeah, I got a scripture right here. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 19. Behold, famine. Okay? You have elders, brothers talking about a shortage of water. Okay? Okay? A shortage of food. I was reading an article about Costco's, and they were saying how you can't buy in bulk with certain items. And what was one of them items that you couldn't buy in bulk no more? Water. Okay? They had a couple of items up there, but it was water. They said you can only buy a certain amount of water. Okay? So a famine is coming here to America. All right? A great famine. Hey, shalom. All right? So it says, okay, come on.
2 Ezra 16 and 19, behold, famine.
Oh, behold, famine. So a famine is coming, man. Okay? A famine is coming. America is not the land of plenty anymore, man. All right? Look at the natural disasters that's happening right now. They're saying there's another hurricane coming up, man.
Yes.
All right? And that's prophesied in the scriptures. All right? Because like the scriptures say, the seed shall fail through the blasting in hell. Okay? So you have natural disasters that's jacking up farmlands. Okay? And then you have Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai that's controlling the so-called white man to bring in his famine, man. Okay? All right? Because the supermarkets only have 3 days worth of food in it at any given time, man. All Esau, the wicked elite, because that's who's doing it. Okay? The wicked international, wicked Jewish bankers, all right? Like the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, okay? They can, what? Stop the trucks from bringing in the food, all right? They can stop the trains from bringing in products, man. And this is gonna happen, all right? This is prophesied to happen, a famine. So a famine doesn't mean that it's no food. A famine means a lack of food, all right? Go ahead.
It says, behold, famine and plague.
Behold, famine and plagues. You see, the hurricane that happened, man. All right? Hell, up in New York, when they had this Hurricane Ida, all right? Or whatever it's called. Yo, man, more people died in New York than in New Orleans. All right?
Wow.
All right?
Suppress that.
Yeah. You know? And you had people die in New Orleans, more people. They say more people died up in New York, man. All right? So these plagues are coming. All right? Go ahead.
Tribulation and anguish.
That's what that famine is going to bring. That's what these plagues are going to bring. Tribulation and anguish. Upon who? Upon 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? Upon who? These heathen nations that's living here, man. Upon who? These peon so-called white people. Tribulation and anguish. All right? What do the scriptures say? That there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right? So it's going to get bad out here, man. All right? A whole lot of people are going to drop dead. They're going to die because of the famine, because of the plagues. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It says, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
There you go. So these famines, these plagues are sent as scourges for amendment, to make things right, for righteous judgment, man, upon the wicked, all right? Upon 2/3 of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
To make amendment, man, because all this wickedness is going down in this place, man. You know? So the Most High gonna send all these scourges, these famines, these plagues, these pestilences, hey, Shalom, Shlakatah, for scourges for amendment, man, to make amendment for all this wickedness that's going on in this place, man. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is not pleased and not happy with what's going on in America, man. And all over the world. But America's the main focus, man. Why? Because America's the only land that's going to be completely destroyed by these nuclear missiles. That's prophesied in the Bible, all right? That all these nations that have the nuclear missiles are going to send nuclear missiles over here to destroy America, man, by fire. Okay? When you read into the scriptures, the Most High destroyed the world through water. He flooded the world through water. But this time, it's not going to be through water because he set up his bow, which the LGBT goddamn community set that up as their symbol, man. All right? And that's wicked as all hell.
Abomination.
All right? Okay? So this place is going to be destroyed, man, by fire. And Yahweh Shai and the angels come and shoot lasers out the chariots, man.
Can I back you up real quick?
Bring it out.
This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven,
You got it. Break it down.
and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. And this is why this place has lost their goddamn mind, man. They don't believe that there's going to be a punishment. There's going to be a judgment. They think God is just all love, 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 as if he's out of balance. The Most High is not out of balance. So there's going to be a judgment, like you said, for that pride, man. That how are you going to use a symbol that the Lord made for a covenant, never to fuck the place up by water, and now you're going to use it for something that he said he's going to destroy you for. He destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for. Don't you think that's a great destruction coming here to America? And everyone's starting to feel it. That's the reason why it's getting worse and worse. Just like you said, the supply chains. It's not just the food anymore. It's the clothes, it's the shoes. And she got a little 5-year-old girl. She said, every time I really need to get something, I got to go online. But now you start going online, and the shipments start getting delayed. Take 2, 3, 4 weeks for a shipment because these containers they can't send it to containers fast enough.
And just to be 100% honest, you know, all these civilians and these 2/3 and these heathens are seeing it. But I saw it the moment I saw them on the internet. The moment the apostles came on to the YouTube, you started seeing the decline of America. All right, I saw it way back then. I could see things changing. See because right after they went, what happened? The crash of 2008. All right, which has still got America in a jacked up way today. Because the truth be said, it should have failed. But no one was counting on quantitative easing.
Right.
You had a country that was had the ability to just print money out of nothing, from that's worth nothing, but they could just print it out of nowhere, out of thin air.
Yeah, fake stimulating the economy.
Right. So that's the only thing that got this far. But we understand that there was a Lord that did that because so many of the elect still had to be, to be brought in. Can I get a quick scripture real quick?
You got it, brother.
This is 2 Ezra 6:24, and it reads, and at that time shall friends fight one against another, like enemies, and the earth shall stand in great fear. All right, and like the elder was saying earlier, man, these I call them democrats and rat publicans. They at each other's throats, man. All right, and even within their parties. So not only are the democrats and the rat publicans at each other, against each other, but they're also fighting amongst their own parties on top of that, man. Just like Esau is. Because you got Edomites that are smart enough to see that, wait a minute, man, we cutting everything off. We need these niggas and spigots. We need them. So I don't want to say, good morning, welcome to McDonald's, how may I help you? I need them, right? And they're like, right, and I don't want to make up beds and sweep floors in the hotels and in the restaurants. I need me a spigot to do that.
Hey, Elder.
That's their mindset. And then you got those who just, no, cut them off, hate them. And so those two people are at each other. Division.
Right, and with the whole, with the McDonald's and whatever,
I seen that one sign where Wendy's is paying you $300, and these other businesses, they're giving you advance payments just to go work for them, because they ain't got nobody to work for them.
And that's funny you would mention that, because I got an article that may or may not come out. It's basically talking about how 1/3 of the men in America, roughly 30 million people, are not in the workforce, and that's both black, white, whatever you want to call them. All these different men are not in the workforce in America. Why is that?
I know I ain't one of them motherfuckers.
All right, and then but what it's talking about is how they're doing, like some of them are doing other means of work, like they're doing, and they call it the one that they said that bothers them the most was the under the table economy. People who, that's why they want to get rid of cash.
Right.
Guys who work in bars, that bounce and do different jobs. Where they, a lot of personal trainers. All right, I've done it for years. You know, some martial arts coaches. They, you know, because they can have a school where they can, you know, have the paperwork, but then they got that side venue where people are just paying them. So so they can't track that.
That's right.
Esau wants to get rid of that.
That's right. Hey, I teach piano lessons, teach vocal lessons, acting lessons. Now that's just cash and the money in a hand. Now Esau make it where you got the that injectable device, that digital all that you put inside your body, which is coming right down the pipe. I'm talking about we're months away from it. The system's already set up. The Department of Defense already said that they have a device that can go ahead and fight the so-called venoms that's out here. All right, that they can put inside it. Just go look it up. All right, it's no more. It's June. Ain't no, you know, it's June.
I can't understand how that particular camp still have members, but anyway.
That's right.
I'm gonna finish this scripture real quick. And it says, and at that time shall friends stand up and fight one against another, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, and the springs of the fountains shall stand still, and for 3 hours they shall not run. You got two major water plants, right? We got one right over here at Navy Pier, and you got the other one at 79th at Rainbow Beach, man. All right, so the time is going to come when our water's already defiled, but it's going to come because you got to understand they also been doing, military was doing drills, and the military is in danger right now. They're in total jeopardy because they can really lose half their people. All right, and the half they're going to lose may be the opposing force. But anyway, we ain't going to go there. But right, them diehard constitutionalists and patriots, all right? But nevertheless, they've been running all these drills on blackout training, and for the first time, they've been running blackout training for whole states. Not cities, but states. All right? So, and guess what? Some genius about 15, 20 years ago decided to connect the water system is now connected to the power when it didn't used to be that way.
Yep.
All right? Like you know, they had a famous disco song, Where Were You When the Lights Went Out in New York City? All right? But the water was still running. So now when the lights go out, there ain't gonna be no water.
Right. Yeah, which is all set up by design, man. All right? That was all set up by design because, like the elders, brothers are going into, there's going to be a shortage of food, man. There is going to be a famine. All right? Which is all prophesied. And the elites is doing this, all right, to bring in their new world order, okay? All right? Because they have an agenda, all right, to chip everybody on the planet Earth. All right? But it's not going to work because you're not going to chip the elect, man. All right?
It's that auto-ab-KO.
Auto-ab-KO. Order out of chaos. They cause the chaos by doing these things, hooking up the water to the power to cause chaos, to cause a panic, so they can bring in the order. That's it. Okay? With their Gurkha troops. Just like the elder said. All right? Is there more?
No, that was it for that point.
I got a scripture right quick, brother. You can bring it right out. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. The visions is talking about these prophecies, man. You know, back at 1 West, okay, when the apostles was out there teaching, the elders was out there teaching, man. That was all the way back during the 80s, man. Okay? So these prophecies, seem like these prophecies wasn't coming to pass, but now these prophecies are coming to pass, man, quick. They're coming to pass quick, man. All right? It says, for the vision, which of these prophecies is yet for an appointed time. Now, it's the time, man. All right? It's the time for these prophecies to be fulfilled, man. A lack of food, a lack of products, okay? All right? What? Riots in the streets, okay? All right? Esau against Esau,
That's
okay?
happening in Australia, Elder.
Yeah, you got
Full blown.
Full blown, cunt. You know what I'm saying? Like the elder said, man. What's happening in Australia, man? They're saying F the goddamn vaccine, man. Okay?
They actually are striking the police. They mauling, yeah. What the LA used to call it, rat packing. They rat packing the police, man. Right?
There'll be 1,000 people in line with only 20 cops standing with these little shields and bucklers, and then they just start coming and say, "Fuck it, man." You go to Australia, they've been humble for a long time, doing all what they ask. Now they get to the point where they get fed up. People sit there getting pulled over
because they've destroyed people's livelihoods.
That's right.
And and Esau don't like this oppression. See, that type of oppression was on Jacob for a long time, man. Right. Jacob wasn't allowed to work certain jobs, weren't allowed to live in certain neighborhoods, weren't allowed to go to certain stores, weren't allowed to get home loans, business loans. All right, Jacob been feeling that sort of oppression all along, man. All right, now Esau don't like it when he's saying, I can't get on the plane, go here and I can't do that, man. They don't like it.
Yeah, that's right. The economical collapse, okay, of America. All right. All you gotta do is read Jeremiah, the 51st chapter. All right, about that taking that bomb. Okay. All right. What the Great Recession came what? Back in what? 2008. All right. Now they're saying there's another one coming.
Yep.
You know,
a lot of these stores shut down behind that.
That's right. Which Esau used by this goddamn pandemic, man, to shut down all these businesses in here in America and all over the world, man, to destroy the middle class. All right. So it's only going to be the super rich and the super poor. There's going to be no more middle class no more.
Right.
All right. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. All right. So these prophecies are starting to speak now, man. But at the end it shall speak. Okay. So all these prophecies that the prophets of the Lord have been prophesying about the destruction of America. Okay. About the nuclear missiles. Okay. About the famines, about the pestilences, which are these diseases. Okay, now these prophecies are starting to speak. Okay? All right? It says, but at the end, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. See, these prophecies ain't lying, man. Okay? They're coming to pass.
That's right.
And now people are starting to feel it. They don't understand it, but now they're feeling it, man. Okay? It says, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Yeah, man. Hey, we waiting for Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai to come to deliver his elect out of here, man. All right?
And it's not tarrying no more.
And it's not tarrying no more, man. Yahweh Shai is coming to deliver his elect. Russia, China, North Korea, they all getting their nuclear missiles up together, man, to shoot over here to America. So these prophecies are starting to speak. All right? Though it tarry, wait for them. Okay? Because it shall surely come. So these prophecies are being fulfilled, man. All right? And death to America.
That's
right.
right.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Joel 3:10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And that's what we got, man. These small nations, they got nuclear capabilities, man. Nobody is afraid of you, America. You know what I'm saying? So they don't care no more, man. They're tired of your BS, man. All right? Hey, man, they see the pattern like, hold on, okay, you trying to go to the gold standard and then you want to come in. The one country's trying to do gold standard, and the America try to go in there and attack and stuff. They're not falling for this no more.
They're not falling for it no more.
Yeah, man.
Matter of fact, I was watching a silver report just barely a couple weeks ago, and he said the silver is about to hit $270 an ounce, man. So so basically anybody who's got a lot of brothers, invested in silver, man. Silver is a poor man's gold.
Right.
And the truth be said, silver should have been higher. It should have been a lot higher than that anyway. Probably should have been legally. Right, but at least $500-600 anyway. But they've been suppressing. They've been suppressing the value of silver. All right, for that reason. Yep. Because it would have put guys into an echelon that they didn't want to be up there. Right. Like, how are you at this table with us? Right. They don't want. Right. So they've been suppressing it anyway. But the circumstances. That's all. Give me that wisdom is falling from the kingdom, man. Because it's their own lack of understanding and wisdom, which is bringing Esau down, man. Because why? There's no light in them. Right. They don't. Hey, look, Isaiah 8:20. Because look, the Lord gave us the breakdown on how to govern and run a nation. All right, and it's literally just to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. They swear their president in on the Bible, but then they take that Bible and put it away, and then they go to their own understanding. All right?
Oh, I got this.
Go ahead, brother.
It's Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
See, there's no light in them. All right, none whatsoever. So that's why their enterprises keep failing. Okay, that's why the price of silver just went up, or it's going to. He said it's either up already or it's about to happen.
It's going to, he said.
All right, so I'm happy about that.
And for the record, J.P. Morgan, they got in trouble for suppressing it. And then they thought, oh, we'll fine you a couple dollars, and I said, no, man. Silver is should be $1,000 per ounce. Gold should be about $2,000 or $3,000 an ounce, man.
When silver goes up, gold goes up.
That's it.
When you go to the U.S. debt clock, and you go to when it was originally back in 1930 something or whatever, it was like 35 an ounce, and it really should be like 35,000 an ounce for an ounce of gold. Like technically, right now, according to the debt clock, that's how much of this money they printed out.
Wow, that's ridiculous. Yeah, this is 2 Ezra 14:34. Therefore, if so be it that you will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts and your minds, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. So all they had to do was follow after the guide. How you gonna write? You get a new piece of electronics, all right, and you just start tinkering with it. Well, you got a whole manual that comes with it. Or you get a new car, all right, and the manual tells you how to do certain things, but you gonna do it your own way, blow through fuses, put the wrong stuff, liquids in the wrong spot. Gas, you don't destroy the vehicle.
I want the E85, but it don't take E85.
Or when all you have to do is there's a question about something. Well, you know what? Let me see what the manual says. The Bible is the manual of life, man.
Right.
That's what it is. The Bible is the manual of life, and all they have to do was just follow it.
That's right.
But as my late mother used to say, that would be too much like right.
That's right.
And so if it's too much like right, that's exactly what they're not going to do.
That's right. Brother, I got something right quick. This is Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. You got it, brother. Break it down.
Dumbass.
Hey, well, matter of fact, I go to Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? This is the guy who the Lord said is wiser than Daniel.
Right.
How's he smart, dumb motherfucker?
Pretty much. And speaking about Teman, that's supposed to be the Germans. Yeah. Now, if America was smart, they would have never let. Germany is now with Russia, man.
Yep.
Right? France just did that backstab Britain. Why? Because France and Germany is now siding with Russia and China, which backs up what the elder said, his statement not that long ago about all those different nations shooting their missiles over there. And the most industrious of the Edomites was the Germans.
Right.
Right? German vehicles were the best vehicles, man. America's vehicles haven't been good since the muscle car era of the '60s, man. All right, and now the America's high-end vehicles were semi decent as of late, but it's too far too late now, man.
Late now. It says, "Let favor be shown to the wicked." Who's the wicked? The so-called white man. Yet will he not learn righteousness, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? It says, in the land of uprightness, which is Israel, that's the land of uprightness, all right? Because the Most High chose that land to be his favorite land, his chosen land. That's why the Lord said in the Apocalypse, he hath chosen thee one pit.
That's it.
Okay? And that one pit, that land represents the land of Israel.
That's it.
It says, in the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly.
That's it.
Hey man, Pink City, Tel Aviv.
There you go.
That's the
Jubilee.
biggest, yeah.
Stink City.
That's the biggest LGBT parade in the planet Earth, man. Okay? It says, yeah, kosher in the pigs.
White steak.
How the hell you gonna kosher a pig, man?
I was just out in Highland Park with a bunch of fake Jews, man. You know, Highland Park is one of the richest not only is it one of the richest neighborhoods in Illinois, in Chicago, it's a suburban neighborhood. It's also one of the richest neighborhoods in all of America, man. I was just out there with some fake Jews, and they were talking about, did the baby eat? Right, this little ugly red-haired baby running around. Right. He is a funny-looking little thing. Talking about, isn't he so cute? And I'm like, yeah, well, if you say so. But because they clients of mine.
Right.
So you know, they actually bring me out there to do my duty, and then I come on back. But they fed the baby ham, and then they damn and the nannies, the two sisters are Ishkarites, which I claim them for whatever brothers want. But nevertheless, it's like, oh yeah, well he ate the ham. That's the one that he liked the most. So they fed the boy bagels with ham. But yet they supposed to be the Lord's people. And they not, man. Zechariah 9:6 all day long, man. Bastards, fraudulent, fake phonies, man.
In the land of uprightness will he, Esau, deal unjustly.
And that's why they think they're going to be able to come into the kingdom. The Lord said if Esau or these other heathen nations were to be in the kingdom, they'll do corruption. And then we'll have to, you think the Lord is going to propagate all the universes when he said, but the heavens is my throne, earth is my footstool. You think he's going to put all this wickedness across these different planets and galaxies? No, it's supposed to be eradicated. And in the future, it's going to be always righteous leaders overseeing righteousness. Right? The devil is a goddamn devil. That's why the scripture says, as iron rusted, so are they. You can't never trust thine enemy, man. He ain't going to get right. And what has he done good for our people in 500 years? That's all you got to ask niggas. And then, you know, they get healthcare, stupid. No fucking healthcare. Yeah, you know what your healthcare is getting you? Mandatory stabs into your fucking body, man.
Pretty much. And even before that, all the different magic juices that came before it have been connected to autism and all sorts of childhood diseases. You got children that don't develop properly from all these, from getting stabbed up with all this different stuff that they've been putting in them for what's the word I'm looking for a decade, for decades now, man. Since they've been doing that, man. All right.
Hey, Elder Malcolm, I was reading in a book before the so-called white man put his leopard's foot on this side of the world, which is Western Hemisphere. The tribe of Gad, they had no birth defects.
That's right.
All right, there was no birth defects. But then when Esau, which is a so-called white man, came over here, all right, what happened? He inoculated them with smallpox.
That's it.
Okay? Coming in the guise of, we come in peace.
And gifts.
Okay? And gifts.
Fire, water,
Yeah.
smallpox.
Yeah, fire, water, smallpox. That's why he said, the elder said, never trust your enemy. Okay? So, after that, what happened? Gadites, Reubenites, they started coming out with birth defects, man. Okay? That's why the scriptures say he is as death and hell. Okay? That's what Esau brings. That's what the so-called white man brings. Death and hell, man. And he never keepeth that home. Okay? Here it is. You have America policing the whole goddamn earth, man. Well, these heathen nations are getting tired of the so-called white man.
That's right.
All right? And they got nuclear missiles pointed at America.
Right. Including their own Edomite brothers in the different nations around the world.
That's right.
Hate the free show, hate the whole.
They truly are a house divided. They're not only divided in America, they're divided worldwide. This is beautiful, man. And the Lord is allowing us to see this, man. Right? The Lord is allowing us to see this, and we've been telling you cats, man, and y'all ain't listening, man.
Hey, the scripture said it be a pipe.
Right,
you have not danced.
And then it's funny, man, because when I look at brothers just walking by, you can see our vibration all over them, man.
That's it.
Because when we first came out on these highways and byways, when nobody wearing their beards.
That's right.
Now all of a sudden, brothers wearing their beards, they beaded up.
Yeah.
They right. Well, yeah, and some of them wearing garments, they wrapping their heads. Why? That's the vibration we gain, man. Why? Bringing us back to our culture, to our ways of life, man.
They call them women's demons and Keisha.
Yeah, you're right. Brothers wearing their afros now. You know? Even you even got Keisha out there wearing their afros.
They ain't gonna have no choice real soon.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, right.
I hate.
All them products is not gonna show up to them beauty supply places. Elam, you ain't gonna be able to get them cursed Elamite hair. Right, you know?
They did that witchcraft over. They have a fucking seance or some weird, wild.
Praying to some purple female god with a whole bunch of arms and swords and shit.
Yeah,
There's a whole industry behind, and the whole wickedness behind that weave industry. Where they have these third world country women shortening their hair for pennies. You know what I'm saying? To sell it to Keisha for dollars. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of slave labor going on in the world, all around the world, man.
Shows you the curse, man, because Ellen, her hair grow down to her ass, to her calf, to the backs of her knees. She'll cut it off and sell it, and in 5-6 years it'll be right back down there. Even faster than that, actually.
For the most part, that hair, they stay. Their intention is to sacrifice it to their gods, to their idols. Right. So it's really got some type of that shit got demons and spells on it, and then they take it and then they come and sell it over here for hundreds of dollars.
Right, and then you want to bed this broad with all these demons on their head, man. Right.
And they think that shit
right
beautiful. You know how many times a man can tell a woman that we prefer all natural hair? That's more beautiful. How can anything? And I trap them up. I'll say, can anything, you believe in God? They're like, yes, I believe in God. I said, you believe what God made is perfect? They're like, yes. So God made you perfectly. Why would you, what enhancement can you do that be better than what God made you naturally? They'd be like, but I like different changes.
They come with an excuse.
Every time.
Well, it's just easier to manage.
It's a shame.
And it's easier to manage. It's just so much to it. Bitch, do your hair. Right. You get more responses from a real man if you got your hair. Just look.
Hey, yo, right. On top of that, fuck the hair. They didn't got the weave on the fucking eyelashes. Now, like, they got the fucking
the cumbrellas.
Yeah, man.
The cumbrellas. The girl who invented that back in the 1800s used to call them cumbrellas because she was a harlot who got tired of getting skeeted in the face and getting in her eye. So she put these little big old snuffle-gumbless lashes on, and there was a telltale sign that you a harlot. You want to tell somebody you're a harlot?
Hey, there's a whole scripture that tells you that. That's it. Matter of fact, somebody grab that real quick. There's a whole scripture that breaks that down, man. Right? She can be identified by her haughty looks and her eyelids. Brother gonna reason.
I got it. Good. Snuffleupagus.
This is Sirach 26:9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
There it is, man.
There it is. These bitches looking at you like you a man.
I'm riding my bike just a couple days ago, man, and had a couple snow bunnies roll by me in the car, man, and the broad in the driver's seat was saying, "You riding that bike kind of fast, Daddy?"
Yes, sir.
And I looked over at her, and I didn't know I waved at her, and she was attractive. But what did she have? She had a little.
She had the fans on.
Right, she had the fans. Like if the wind blew too much, it'd pull it out the window, man.
She can fly, she blink fast enough.
I know, right?
No, but real talk, man. and then what you doing driving along, screaming out the window at a man?
That's
Man,
what
it's
I'm
not
saying.
even of your tribe or your people on top of that.
That's it. Ciroc 10 and 8. That's what the bitch doing.
That's it.
Get ready.
And these women are more, they're aggressive. They have changed. Like the scripture says, a woman shall compass a man. She has. These women think they're men. They think they have the rights as men. They think they can talk like men and act like men. But see, when this shit hits the fan, that femininity is going to return real quick. Because they're going to start off the same way. Motherfucker, you can't talk. I say, well, wait.
Oh, you wait till they
bend over, or they going to be humble then.
You wait until they go to buy their groceries.
That's it.
And then you know they go in the parking lot and Ray and what's my man named Brody and his boys out there.
Tyrone and them.
You know they gonna because it's already happened. It's already happened when you got people getting robbed in the parking lots, getting ready to load their groceries in their trunk, and somebody come take it off their hands.
That's it.
Jackpot.
Right?
That nigga say jackpot.
That's what he said. He said jackpot. Big Brody eating good tonight, and that's
Brody don't
exactly
play for shit.
right. So there it is, man. That's it. It's gonna be a lot. You're gonna hit it a lot. Jackpot.
That's right.
Hey, well, listen, the woman is the weaker vessel.
That's it.
You know?
And she need a cover.
Exactly.
And without that cover, she's fragile, meaning easily broken.
Right.
Right?
Hey, Salakia. Now in the scriptures, when we go into it, we go into Isaiah, a stammering lip in another tongue. He said he'll mock his people, man. He went to mocking them. Well, the nigga woman, and that consists of all 12 tribes, because I don't like none of these bitches. But with the nigga woman, they had a great parable in the 90s, and these brothers remember it. I can do bad all by myself. Well, now, the Lord is mocking them with their own niggardry, man. He flipped it right up, and they're doing horrible by themselves. And niggas like me, I love that shit, man.
I just had a phone call this morning. You know what the girl said? You and your brothers, y'all got a network. I don't have no network. I don't got no support system. She said, my mom's handicapped. My brother, he just had a newborn and he's in and out of town. I have nobody in my circle. And if something happened to me, I don't even have somebody who can come and check on me. If they only got somebody, something happened, she don't even know if somebody got to check on them and got a key to come in to make sure she cool.
Well, I would have told her just like this. Well, what about the last 20 men you laid with?
Hey,
what about that?
Proverbs 1:31. Therefore they shall eat of the fruit of their own devices. That's right. All right, Salakia, the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices.
That's right. You dig that
so
ditch.
the same wickedness that you were doing, in a lot of cases, the Lord gonna bring that same wickedness back on you, man.
Right back.
That's why we always tell you about these carousel riders, man. It's jumping from man to man. You're not supposed to be, especially if you're an Israelite woman, man.
That's right.
You're not supposed to be living your life that way, man. And a lot of you women, you got one guy paying for your nails, the one guy paying your phone bill, another guy helping you with the car payment. Meanwhile, you stroking them all.
That's it.
All right, one buying your groceries.
And one just your regular man. Your brother Kanasa said it. Emotional support, because you got some simp that's gonna listen to how these other dudes doing this bitch and get this whole slap out the back that they doing this bitch. Like my homie Johnny gonna tell me, man, talking about, man, Joe, I know the bitch like me. I said, what you mean, Johnny? The bitch got a whole husband. She got you, him. He, man, I'm buying this bitch $400 hair. I said, you done lost your fucking mind, man. $400 hair hat, man.
Man, horrible.
This nigga busting his ass, man. Just did 10 years in prison, working harder than a motherfucker to do this shit.
And guess how long the
For
hair?
a woman who belongs to somebody else.
Yeah, man. I'm cursing his ass all type out, but I said, you fucking lost your mind, man. You sipping. But you know what? And you being an adulterous nigga. He just laughing and shit. I'm like, all right. That's what niggas do, man. That's what niggas do.
This is Amos 7:17. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. So that's what the deal is, man. That goes for all of our wives, man.
That's it.
All right? My wife, all our wives have been harlots, man.
Yeah, bitch, I've looked at the shit.
You know what I'm saying?
My mother.
Right,
Nine,
right, exactly.
My father wasn't the first man my mother was with. My mother was with.
That's right.
And that's why the Lord said, referred to us as an because that would be the first defense that the nigga woman had. What about your mama? Yeah, my mama too.
Yeah, that's right.
And your mama too. Look, it's like, look, that's why the Lord called us old adulterous generation.
It says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
That's it.
And that's exactly what's happening, man. That happened back then, okay? When you see the nations came against the nation of Israel, okay? And it's happening now. You know? All these so-called black men and women get shot down by the police, which is nothing new. This has been going on, okay? Here in America. It's just that now they putting it out there.
Well, we got the internet, social media.
Done.
So you didn't have that 20 plus years ago.
Body cam.
You know?
All right, now it's being put out there, man. Because they can suppress it if they want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you know?
They suppress it in the evidence to prove that the magic juice is destructive, right? They suppressing the evidence.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's right.
They suppressing the evidence that the magic juice is killing people,
right,
crippling them and putting them in the hospital. All right?
Right. It says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, man. I mean, it says a mouthful. And Israel shall surely go into captivity for his land. And that's exactly what happened to the nation of Israel, man. We went to captivity for our land. What's our land? Israel, man. Jerusalem. All right? And we were scattered to the four corners of the earth. The diaspora. Okay? When you look at James 1 and 1, to the 12 tribes, which are the 12 tribes of so-called Negroes, I think this is old school, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? All right? The diaspora, man. To the 12 tribes which are scattered. That word scattered in the Greek is diaspora, which means to scatter. Diaspora. Go ahead, bro.
This is Sirach 26 and 11. Watch over an impudent eye. Let's not forget those snuffless eyelashes.
Yeah.
And marvel not if she trespass against thee. Like you said, your mom, my mom actually apologized for leaving my dad. And she said I should have never left him. 20, 30 years after not having him, you know what I'm saying? You see these women, and you think that she in love with you. I think about a particular brother, he had her as a virgin, you know, a year or two back, go by, and now, she gone, she playing the harp. It's like they have these little children, and then they say, I can do this all by myself, I can do this alone. Then wondering why no other man want to go ahead and raise another man's kids, man.
That's right.
And these women can't seem to
get that through their fucking head.
Get that, you know. And I often tell younger brothers, man, you know. Yeah, I tell them that, and I also tell them, man, if you can avoid, if you're gonna have to deal, if you gotta pay for a child, let it be your own, man.
Yeah.
Don't go and put yourself in a position where you playing father to somebody else's seed. Then you get all connected to that seed. You actually build a bond.
Right.
And then things will work out with his mother. Now you all messed up. Your kid messed up. You done put all this money, or you constantly paying bills and helping this child, and he got that you ain't my daddy mentality.
Right.
It's like I ain't trying to be your daddy, little nigga. I'm helping you because of your mama. Right? A little spigot, whatever it is, man. Right? Why you sitting there? He talking garbage. Right? Or she talking garbage while she eating the Captain Crunch that you just paid for.
Right.
It's like you eating, the lights on, you watching TV, you on your computer, on your social media. Right, so, you know, I'm telling young brothers, man, if you can avoid, hey, don't deal with that, man. And the whole MGTOW movement, you know, they left field sometime, but a lot of things they say is true, man. It's right. You know, if you got, it's too many women, you can find one that don't have those issues, man. If you're going to have an issue with children, let it be your own, man. Real talk.
Which the elder saying is right, man. But you know, we're gonna find ourselves in them situations any damn way, man. Why? Because we got to them curses, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that, like the elder said, that would be the prudent thing to do.
I wish I would listen to this man About 9 years ago, man.
telling you.
And he was, hey, I've been telling every time Jake talk about the White Castle, you know, that's fine. You know, I like made the shit popular, but I always get this man his credence. He been laying the law down
10 years.
for years on that shit, man. A decade. Laying the law down on that. I always give him his credence, man. You know? And a lot of brothers, you know, they have that thing where they got low self-esteem. Because, I mean, look, we've been raised, most of us, not me by the grace of God, but most of us been raised by the black woman, man. So we be having that inferiority complex.
Right,
Jake
right,
really
right.
don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jake really don't want to get down there and get down with the other demographics, man.
Right.
Hey, all you gotta do is watch a movie. Cut on a fucking Chinese movie, cut on a Japanese movie, cut on Friends, man. Look at them cornball ass niggas. You can look at them movies, I'll be like, it ain't no way this bitch don't want a black man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know? And these other demographics of women that the elder's speaking of, they not coming with kids. They ain't coming with shit, but they daddy money, they money, and a motherfucking smile.
And it makes life easier for you
Man, so
in this
much
captivity.
easier.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm 3 deep right now in the snow. The best thing I ever did, my bitch left. I was happy than a motherfucker. Shit.
All right, brother, I got a scripture.
Nah.
This is Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. Hey, brother, so that's these women out here. You know, that's what these women do out here, man. So these women are adulterous.
And that behavior often gets rewarded in Babylon too. They get rewarded with the car, with the house.
Right.
Fans,
Instagram.
Yeah, man.
Alimony.
You know, they get rewarded.
Bali is setting great things.
It's set, con, brother, con. And guess what? This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 10, and it reads, "For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, and everyone may receive of the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad." Right? Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest into our power, and our trust also are made manifest to your consequences.
Yeah, brother, that's why we out here teaching.
To your consciousness, Salaki.
That's why we out here teaching, man. Through the terrors of Yahweh, you persuade men.
That's right. And you women, the Most High didn't give you your bodies to go run through and have multiple partners like that, man. Every DNA of a sperm cell that goes into your body, woman, it goes and changes your DNA.
Yeah.
That's why your ass is psychotic, because you have about 25, 35 different sperm cells and DNA cells mixed all up in your vagina.
That bitch like Jet Li in the one.
You being nice, man.
That bitch like Jet Li in the one. Every nigga she fucks, she gets strong, more demon get on her.
Yeah.
She looking for you.
Damn. You're right, but no.
That bitch like the
Benji sent me a picture. I mean, it's real though. Of some woman who just admitted to 16. She has 16K body count, and the dude's still gonna marry her. She was a former sex worker, but you got women who weren't former sex workers who reached those levels, man.
Right.
You know, I saw a
Power
picture,
level.
I saw a picture of
9,000.
some young chick, man. She was Northern Kingdom. It said that she was at 300 bodies before she even got out of high school. She hadn't even gotten out of high school yet, so you already know what she did in college.
Yeah,
It was one of those little contests, where like TikToks, whatever, where the guy says and the girl says at the same time, "What's your body count?"
I saw it.
And the guy said his was like 16.
He said 7.
Oh, no, 7.
And she said
167.
She said 137.
Yeah, 137.
They said, okay, we go at the same time, and she was like 137. And he was like, what the fuck?
And you know she lying. It's more than that.
If she admitted to 137,
it's more.
It's more.
See, but when you ask a woman
Because they're not going to count a lot of them.
Right.
They're not going to count the tag teams.
They're
not going to count the time that they, the guy that they went to the bathroom with in the club or to the backseat of the car.
That's right.
They only really count relationships. Somebody they once called boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know?
And if you ask them how many relationships or sexual experience they had, they always say the same thing: 3. What they don't understand, according to the Most High, if you say more than 1 without your husband dying, that was 1 too many.
Yeah, and for most of these women, they tell you 3, you can multiply that by 25 to be safe.
Then they freaks. They don't count the women that they committed abominations.
Oh,
with.
yeah, you're right.
They dyking too, man.
These new age women.
This different.
Yeah, grabbing these female tees and
Scissoring?
Yeah.
Right.
Brother, I got a scripture.
Con.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
There you go.
See, that's all the curses that came upon the nation of Israel, man.
That's it.
By disobedience to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. We broke his covenant that he made with us. So this is the result. Okay? This is the result of it. All right? All right? Because we all went off, man. We all broke the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So he said, guess what? You my wife.
Yep.
And you went a whoring with all the idols of the other nations. Okay? So what happened? The Most High said, I'm going to give your wife unto another man, man. And now these women out here being the biggest hoes on the planet, which they were hoes back then, but it's 10 times worse now, man. Okay?
Wicked and adulterous
And
generation.
that's why, in Salakia, that's why the most deaths that's going to be, it's going to be women. Okay? Why? Because there's more women on the earth than men, man. So a whole lot of women going to die, especially this woman right here. This is the so-called black woman, man.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
All right? Because she's the biggest harlot on the planet Earth, man. All right? She done outdid the so-called white woman.
She was the worst.
That's right.
This is verse 12 of that Sirach 26. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he had found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
Yeah. Well, you can guess what that is, okay? Okay? Guess what an arrow is. And guess what a quiver is, man. All right? That's just metaphor for a rod and a, you know what?
And a vagina.
And a vagina, man. All right?
Oh, used up, penetrated by way too many arrows.
That's it.
You know?
Because, see, I've never had sex. Now, the word sex comes from the German sek, to cut. That's when you get a virgin, all right? Because you cut through a hymen, man, all right? So I've never had sex because I've never had a virgin. I've just had intercourse, man, okay?
Same here.
I've never had a virgin before,
47
man.
years, man.
You know,
Never had one.
that's right. All these years on the earth, I've never had sex. I've had intercourse.
That's why Yahweh Shai call us
That's a damn shame.
Yeah, it is a
generation.
damn.
That's a damn shame. When you over 40 years old.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, so that means the young brothers, they ain't got no chance.
Yeah, they ain't got no chance.
They ain't never gonna see a verse, man.
I'm 33. I ain't never had.
So yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
And you can't get a woman young because Esau, which is the devil,
He done turned everything upside
he done
down.
turned everything upside. Oh no, that's too young. You're too young. We're gonna lock you up. We'll call you a pedophile. We'll call you a sex offender, man.
Meanwhile, he's the damn pedophile running the
he's
sex
damn-
ring,
Exactly.
locking other people up for it. And
That's
I bet you a lot of these judges who done snapped on that hammer down, they didn't drink an adrenochrome.
Yeah, that's right.
They didn't have plenty of adrenochrome.
And then you had one judge that was in the news last year, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. He was bringing judgment down on people, and he had a penis pump, man, under the goddamn road, man.
What?
Nothing on his goddamn self, man. That's how wicked
Wow.
this devil
So
is.
he was getting off,
Yeah,
literally.
exactly.
You going to jail.
Yeah.
Give a nigga's life, man.
He was,
Taking that
wow.
Yeah, brother.
This
Hey.
place is wicked.
Quarters in recession.
Wicked ass.
Hey, I got a quick precept, man.
Check it out.
Just going.
And you
back it up.
unclean if you're doing that. How you gonna be in a place passing judgment? Come on,
Got
man.
him swearing on the Bible.
Right.
Unclean, letting off.
Stand up for the honorable.
This motherfucker standing up. Well, he probably got a little ride.
yeah.
But most of them eat right, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Hey man, this
Some
place
rules
is
are right.
horrible. This is Job 10 and verse 20. Just going into what the elder brother said. This is Job 10 and 20. Are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little. Before I go whence I shall not return. So this Job prophesied. He said, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. That's the same valley of the shadow of death that King David prophesied about. Now these were men and they riches and they high esteemed men. All right. Verse 22, he said, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness. He said, where the light is darkness, pursuing Isaiah 5 and 20. You know, because those 137 women that the beloved Elder Malcolm was just speaking on, well, those women, that woman, that whore, basically that says she had sex with 137 men, she take that as a light thing. Like, that's a good thing, man. Like that one bitch down there, when we checked her about riding the cock carousel and she raised the roof, they think that's a good thing, man. You know, but this is the valley of the shadow of death, where darkness is light without any order, man, because nobody's rebuking this shit. That's why in the ancient world, you know, a nigga wasn't caught committing adultery. You take him to the back of the shack. No, man. It was open rebuke, man. You put put fucking hands on him. You put the fucking stones to him. And that put the fear, they put the fear of the Lord in the Israelites. That's why it's just like the Elder Malcolm just read, through the terror of the Lord do we persuade men. That was the terror of the Lord being put in their hearts, man. You know, I hate to say it, but in the ancient world, we was in that Ray spirit, man. This is what happens when you fuck with Deuce. For real, man.
We all saw that video where the Asherite knifed his wife up when she caught him.
Right.
You know, when she caught him, caught him. You know, taking that rod from that other man, man.
Right.
And that was actually a righteous kill.
You should have seen the backlash.
That wasn't a murder.
No.
Right.
The scripture says, "Thou shalt not murder." He didn't murder her.
Right.
He killed her. And you may not like it, but according to the Bible, that's the judgment, man.
Righteous judgment.
It says that man and that woman shall be, because he hit the dude about 5 times. Matter of fact, she died trying to save the dude, and she did. All right, she because she tried to step in and stop him from getting the dude. All right, had she left him alone, dude's strength would have faded. He would have been a victim.
Right.
But she jumped in there, tried to stop him, and so he turned his fury on her. All right.
And that made it righteous.
And it was actually righteous, because the Bible says, "Thou shalt not murder." It doesn't say, "Thou shalt not kill."
That's
Right? That's just what's. Read it, brother. Go ahead.
This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
There you go. Shall surely be put to death, man. It is saying that he get to ride off into the sunset and wait for the woman to divorce her husband, so he can move back into his house, kick his feet up on his coffee table. He on his couch with his hands crossed, with his feet on his coffee table, having some coffee, and then having this woman's cheeks afterwards.
Right.
And while the dude, you know, sleeping in a hotel room, can't see his kids, you know,
Paying child support,
alimony, and beating off, because now he, you know, this
spousal support.
Right. And because, like we said, America turned everything upside down, and that sort of behavior is rewarded. It's rewarded here in America, man. And that's the way. And that's what that whole MGTOW thing is about. Guys are calling it. They're like, why should I go and put all my money and time and invest in this to some woman who's gonna run off with me, with a guy who's taller than me, with a guy who make more money than me, and then I still have to pay her anyway. You know? And if I got kids, she take my kids from me, and now I got to pay for them too.
Then
Right? And they like
smiling at him
yeah.
and shit.
And so you got all these American men. So a lot of these American women are desperate on these sites now, because a lot of American men, including these Edomite men, they're going after the women from the other nations, man. They're not dealing with the American harlots, man.
Yeah. It's like they had this thing about on YouTube. I mean, I don't know if it's still up, but I mean, it might be how so-called black men were leaving America and going over there to Brazil.
Yeah. Man, bus driver.
Yeah.
That's what he always talked about.
Right. Getting the women over there, because the women treat the so-called black man a little bit better over there,
They fine, man.
And then a nigga woman over here in America is all upset about it, man.
Why she can't get a man?
Oh, yeah. Why he gotta go over there? Why he gotta go over there?
You can't deal with a strong black woman.
That's what he
No,
don't
no,
want.
no, we can't. We fucking can't. No, I can't. Some blaggity mouth bitch gonna put that on Facebook the other day. No, the fuck I can't. Why do you want to deal with a strong? You wasn't made to be strong, bitch.
There go your strong black woman right there. That's what that's at the end of. Overweight.
Yep.
Get out of
Say
here,
got
man.
cankles.
No,
You know
the
what I'm
fuck
saying?
we can't, man.
Got cankles and telling your ass what to do, and using around. Well, okay, mama, okay, but yeah, fuck all that shit.
Hey,
man.
I got a quick testimony, man. Now I don't know if y'all should
Yeah, 'cause
sing.
she was all up in the club shaking it back in the day.
Oh,
You
yeah.
No, you know it.
Revolutionary.
Well, Uncle Luke was out.
Uh-huh.
Uncle Luke was in the
Last $2.
Hey, I got a strong. I told this brother. I don't know if I told the elder Malcolm. I probably did. I usually share shit like this with him, but I don't even know if y'all recognize the snow that dropped me off to the camp today. But nevertheless, this bitch, she been staying in this apartment for like 2 years. Now that she staying, you know, in a little. It's quiet as fuck. It's out there.
That was that one.
Yeah, like
Okay.
in Schomburg. It's quiet as fuck out there, right? So it's two Jakes. That's a man and a woman that live there. Now she said her husband sometime when he take out the garbage or something, he'll just speak, get in his car and shit, or, you know, the woman don't say shit. Now she been staying there 2 years. She said they been staying there a year. You know, the Murph done creeped in about 3 months ago. You know? So now, she says she walking to the car. Keisha is on the front porch. She say, she telling the snow this. She said, excuse me. She said, and you know, she Ukrainian. She got a funny accent. So she, She say the black woman told her, she said, why are you dating a black man now? Are you dating a black man? She said, what is it your business? She said, why is that any of your business? You never said anything to me.
You ain't said hello, how you doing?
So she say, not one time. She say the husband behind her laughing, and then the bitch look at the husband and he shut up and walk in the house. But she said, now why are you dating a black man? She said, it's none of your fucking business. And she got in the car and rode off. But you see that, man? And I just told her like 3 days before that. These bitches can have $10 million, they own husband, whatever you want. They just don't want to see the black man with the white woman, man.
Or they not happy.
Or they ain't happy.
Watch the Netflix series Clickbait.
Damn, I gotta watch it.
Well, there's a black woman, suburbs, white husband, money up the yin yang. Watch what she gonna do.
Keisha
right?
mad as hell on the comment board.
Right now?
Yeah.
There's so many Keisha on here.
Yeah.
Why? On the comment board.
Right now?
Yeah.
There's so many Keisha on here.
Yeah.
Why?
I say, I wish you go somewhere and die, that's a curse. I didn't use so-called profanity, which that word means without the temple anyway, so you hoes are profane, because you ain't even invited. All
See,
right?
they don't understand the meaning of words.
And see,
You just showed your ignorance when you say something like that.
And
Bring
you
it
got
out,
a
brother.
whole, you got a, like real quick, you got a whole bunch of men here telling you what we like, telling you what the scriptures say, and you're still gonna buck up and say something smart against it. That's what the fuck we talking about. That's why we don't give no fuck what you
Hey,
think.
just turn the channel. Finish watching World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah, go back to watching some shake your breast braless and all the other crap that you're doing on TikTok. Bring it out.
2 Corinthians 11:6. But though I be rude in speech,
Come on,
but
man.
yet not in knowledge.
You hear that? Read it again, brother.
2 Corinthians 11:6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge.
Right, so it's so using the word shit, damn, or fuck is just words.
Not
That's
even
not
bitch.
a curse. A curse is if I actually pray death upon you or something bad upon you. That is a curse.
Which we do
now,
against the wicked.
Now you know. This is Micah 7:10.
right now.
All right. Then shall my enemy, Salakia, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which saying to me, where's the Lord thy God? So she's shaking her neck, rolling her neck. All right. It says, mine eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And basically, mire is what drops out of a horse's ass or arse. And when the rest of the carts and horse trample it to the ground, the Lord is equating the so-called women of this tribe, all right, and the other ones that are wicked too,
That's
but
right.
mainly these,
That's right.
All right,
'Cause she the spearhead
he's
of the
equating
rebellion.
them. She's the spearhead of it because all the other tribes
Follow
follow
That
Judah.
rebellion.
Judah sag his pants, the rest of the tribes sag their pants. Judah
she
turn his
called.
hat sideways, the other rest of the tribes turn their hat sideways.
Left and right.
All right, whatever is if they set the trends. There wasn't no rap in salsa music. There wasn't no
You lost
rap
your fucking mind,
and
Marie.
cumbias. There wasn't no now.
fuck off the channel.
You know what was it? A reggaeton? That's all the vibration of Judah, man.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's
All right.
That's right.
So now, and I love that reggaeton, man.
Right.
I love it. But the point being is that Judah is the trendsetter.
Yeah.
They truly are. All right. Now, not to say the other tribes ain't got no style and no, they got they got styles and stuff that Judah may emulate, but Judah would take their styles and then take it to the next level, man. All right. So you people have that's something that our elders taught us, man. It's you need to learn the meaning of words. All right. Before you start speaking on a subject, you have to study that subject. You got to know everything about it, man. You can't just go open your mouth and start talking about something and then you don't understand it, man. Apostle Gabar pushed that hard over the years, man. All right, the importance of the studying of the meaning of words, man. All right, so why they cussing? Shut up.
I got the scripture. Oh, this is 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. It says, let your woman keep silence in the churches.
Come.
All right, because right now, we in church right now, man. All right? I think church means to call out.
Come.
Okay? To call out. So
Which
we
is a
call it out.
gathering. Salakia.
Says, no, God, brother, no.
Which
break
is
it down.
a gathering of the saints.
That's right.
All right, it's a gathering of the saints, a gathering of the Israelites, and we in
saints
church
are men.
right now.
That's right. That's
Right, the Lord said the sheep of his pasture are men.
That's right.
The Lord said, the Bible says that, man. So you women on the comment board, you got nothing to say, man.
You got nothing to say.
He just read the scripture said, let the woman learn in silence.
Hey, a woman is not to
And
teach.
see, he drove off.
Yeah, fuck that
He,
nigga, man.
no, because he's sitting in the passenger seat. When he heard that, he was like, oh shit.
Cause
I better go.
he finna go drink, right?
No, because he didn't want to hear it right.
He finna go drink some fucking bath water. I still got that one you asked.
Yeah, let me finish this.
Sorry.
Let your woman keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak.
Shut the fuck up.
But they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. All right. So you commanded to be under obedience.
That's right.
Under the law, statute, commandments, which means your man is over you. So when you see the prophets of the Lord out there, you're supposed to keep silence. All right. All right. Even though we know you're not going to do it, but we got to bring a word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai out, man.
Yeah, and when you don't do it, we gonna let you know you're going on.
That's right.
And what was? Let me go back to that scripture in 2 Corinthians. There's gonna be a punishment for that.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it was 5 and 11 or 10. For in the second Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. So everything that you've done in your body, all right? So even by opening your mouth in the time in the church, while the word is going out, man, this is a holy epistle, man. All right? While the word is going out, man, you're gonna go and you know that hey, to the Lord, you may as well have touched the damn, why can't I get it out? The Ark of the Covenant. You might as well have touched the Ark, man, when you're not supposed to touch it. All right, he didn't care that their intentions was good. The Lord already, it wasn't that he hated those men, but they broke his law. The Lord will kill you and still love you, man.
That's right. That's right.
All right?
The Lord will kill you because he loves you.
And he will kill you because he loves you.
How about
all right?
that?
Come.
Yeah, by every idle word, man shall be judged. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So you gotta be careful what you say.
And how it is we holding our peace. This brother talking, oh Salaki. This elder, oh Salaki. This elder, oh Salaki. But then you raggedy mouth bitches just get on here and just That shit wicked, man.
And knowing that, but for the record, each one of these men are mighty lions and could go 10 hours by themselves preaching the word of God, man. But this thing called order, man. It's called order. Why can we show you an example of order, telling you the order of the Heavenly Father, reading out of the scriptures?
You can actually see it if you just watch it.
Come on.
You notice every time the elder opened his mouth, I shut up.
Same here.
Have you noticed that?
Same here.
Down the line.
Same here.
Because most I ain't dealing with women.
That's right.
They'll be up here arguing and shit. You can imagine like 5 bitches out here, any type of women. It ain't even just gotta be that old backwoods smoking ruffian, man. Any type, it'll be all type of chaos, man.
This is Sirach 7:29. Fear the Lord with all thy soul and reverence his priests.
There you go.
Shut the fuck up.
It says, love him that made thee with all thy strength and forsake not his ministers. So here it is, all this edification that then came out, but when the rebuke gets on the woman, now you got shit to say. You didn't take into account, we just told you there's gonna be famines.
And you know what? It's the women that are guilty of those behaviors that are speaking up anyway.
I've been putting in the comment board, we're not talking about every woman.
Right,
if the shoe fits, take it off.
Exactly. Because we got sisters that watch us on the
We got a
regular
sister on here that's saying that we're speaking the truth, but everybody keep on overlooking her.
Yeah.
Because they follow the narrative, and let them do that. Because the Most High don't want no motherfucking wicked ass bitch. The most matter of fact, men don't want no
get
wicked
the
ass
scripture
bitch.
to back
man.
him up. That a wicked woman should be counted as what?
A dog.
Read
man.
it, read it.
Oh.
So what's a bitch? A female dog. So we're not talking to the women, we talking to the bitches. And there was a rap song that came out in Cali. The song was called "This Was for the Bitches."
Right.
This was for the bitches. I remember that song, man. That's what that was for. All right. We weren't talking to women.
This for the bitches.
I got the Good News translation. This is Sirach 26:25 out of the Good News translation. It reads, a self-willed woman is a bitch, but a woman with a sense of decency honors the Lord.
Read it again. Call it. Go look it up. Go Google it. Call it again. Which version is that?
And read it verbatim. Same dog and break it down.
Why he's getting at, this is the will of the Lord, and this is the mind of men. This is the reason why you got 60% of the bitches go divorced, man. And majority of the divorce case, over 60% of marriages end up in divorce. And most of those divorce cases are initiated by the dumbass woman.
80% of divorces are initiated by women.
Thank you for the
That's the number. 80% of divorces are initiated by the woman.
And that's not counting real marriage, which is a man and a woman having sex, dealing with each other. That's counted, documented. So that'll be 100.
Yeah, close
to.
to.
It's like
So go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach 26:25, King James Version. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord.
Okay, and that we know what a female dog is. That's why you see the New Living Translation. They give you the point.
It just said.
All right, say it. This is Sirach 26:25 out of the Good News translation. A self-willed woman is a bitch.
That's right in the Bible.
Let's argue.
That's right in the Bible. So you gonna say God cussing now? I want to see them comments now.
I can't keep up with them.
That's why they go into Kemet. Because you know, Kemet in the word queen means bitch. But that's why they go into the black conscience.
The word queen actually means a whore.
So there you go, queen. The black queen.
So that's why we say it's important to know and understand the meaning of words, man.
And see, what they see is the same thing the self-proclaimed white man sees. They see authority. They don't see a bunch of niggas, because them same bitches are getting the car, they'll cut on Drake, they'll cut on Future, Moneybag, yo, Cardi B, they'll say, oh yeah, that's my bitch. They listen to the song, but when we say bitch, they sense that urgency, they sense that judgment, they sense that accountability. It's simple when we say it, man.
Now you're accountable for all the wickedness that you're doing. All them different rods you swallowing and taking.
They over here talking about why you cursing, but they be listening to that rap music cursing.
Put your kids in the car.
Right.
Motherfuckers curse. All you motherfuckers curse. So you big ass hypocrites, shut the fuck up, man. Hear the truth or go and believe a lie.
Wow,
See you be the lies out there.
This is great, but the judgment of the Lord is going to be beautiful, just like the elder said. He said the majority
Clap it up.
of the judgment that comes is going to come to these women, man. It's gonna come to these women.
Hey,
We just said it.
Hey.
We just said it. Hold on, sorry. We
Go
just
ahead,
said
Capo.
it. We told you the grocery stores are not full. Okay? Famine is coming. So you opening your
No
mouth against the
911.
priests. No 911, right? Because they're getting defunded. They're divided over the juice. Do you understand these judgments that we've been preaching about? By you opening your fucking mouth, you're gonna be subject to fall victim to those judgments, man. It's beautiful, man.
Now, if we would not have said not one so-called what the white man called cuss word, they still would have been scoffed.
still would have been
So it
scoffed.
doesn't fucking make a difference. And you ain't gonna tell anybody how to speak. You don't know your scriptures. Give me 5 scriptures that say a man or a woman cannot speak bad language. And then we can
find
talk.
one.
It doesn't matter. Hey,
And if they find, and then it's not gonna mean, it doesn't mean what you're talking about, man. All right, profanity is not speaking about rude words. It's not talking about shit, damn, or fuck. That's not what profanity is in the Bible. Profanity is basically, for roughly, comes down to false doctrine.
That's it.
That's right.
That's what profanity, right? That's what profanity really, in a layman's term, really comes down to.
Yeah, your profane and vain doctrine.
Right.
Right.
When it's not biblical.
Right.
When it's not according to what the Lord says. That's profanity. All right. That's profane. Not saying fuck you, you stupid bitch.
That's right. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
That's what it comes to. And see, that's what the
That's
Lord.
accountability.
See, we're rebuking you in the gates. All right. Like the scripture said, we're standing boldly before our enemies, before them that oppressed us, and they're not used to that, man. All right. If we were some other nation, man, if we was a bunch of pale faces doing this, they would have no problem with it, man.
They would receive you with
Y'all
joy
so right.
gladness.
Y'all so right. Do you brothers take donations?
man, the cash out would've been going crazy,
Hey,
man.
bitch, you drag a bucket, spin and take donations.
Come drop off water and everything else.
Be the white man.
Water, orange juice, and crackers.
Hearts,
Right.
hearts and smiley faces and every goddamn emoji. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your kisses. Right.
Goddamn niggas gonna die, man.
I got to put brothers get y'all last questions. We gonna hold this after this. We're gonna get them up. Get ready to wrap it up.
This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
There it is.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. How dare you tell us the truth?
Right.
We hate you.
Give me lies. Give me smooth.
Give it
smooth
that.
prophesy.
Side to seat. Hey, why you think TD Jack's pocket full? I'm gonna get this because the elder Big Gag called for it earlier, and I'm gonna drop it, man. Because this is what's going on, and this is why you can't respect this correction. This is Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Because the Lord has sent the prophets to turn this bitch right side up.
That's right.
And that's what you see before your eyes, man.
This is Psalms. This is
Come on,
Psalms
John Red Corn, stop
chapter 119, verses 126. It says, it is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law. Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right.
Include the precepts that refer to a wicked woman, not all women, as a bitch, as a female dog.
And I hate every false way.
We hate every false way. So, the false way is profanity. God loves everybody. That's profanity because the Bible don't say that. The Lord is coming back for the Israelites.
That's right.
Point blank. Period.
Psalms 119, 139.
Now I'm gonna have to go ahead and get a TikTok account, man. I'm ready to light you fools up.
That's right.
Y'all done woke up the giant, boy. Go ahead, bro.
It says, my zeal hath consumed me, because mine enemies have forgotten thy word.
There you go, man. Enemies have forgotten the words, and it's too much goddamn folly on TikTok anyway, man. This challenge and that Bugs Bunny. What the fuck is that?
We gotta come clean up, man.
All right, yeah, we gotta get that there. Hey, the Lord created this internet for us to get this message out. All right, point blank, period, man. The whole vibration of the whole world has changed since this gospel, this song is being sung.
That's
Go ahead,
right.
brother.
This Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Right. The rich sitting in no place. Who are the rich? The Israelites. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Collectively, they sit in a low place. All right? And folly is set up high. And when we come against your folly, you get angry, man. And like I said, we weren't talking to the women, we were talking to the bitches. And there is a difference. All right? Because I once heard Murph say, I would never call a woman a bitch, and I would never call a bitch a woman. Right. And I like that, because it makes sense. Any more scriptures?
Yeah, I had a single.
Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
Psalms chapter 50 and verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
And that's what's happening. This is something you're not used to. Seeing a bunch of brown men in order before the Lord's, before the world's face, man. Now we was up here rapping and breakdancing, you know, out here doo-wopping and singing, right? Or all screaming loud, loud, loud.
Right.
You know, they wouldn't have nothing to say, man. But we're being set in order before thy face. All right? You're looking at your future rulers of the whole world, man.
That's right.
Whether you realize it or not.
Revelations 14 and 8. It says, and there follow another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, and the whole world is under the vibration of the wickedness that comes out of this place, man. And the Lord, and this place is falling. It's falling while you're in it. All right? It's falling while you're in it, man. You know, when the ship is big enough, you don't feel it sinking. All right, so with that, man, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Karkodash.
What above the ball?
Above the ball.